class, and welcome to week 2 of ECS 116, Teaching in a Diverse Society. This week we're going to be covering diversity and multicultural education. So what I wanted to do is give you an instructional video that'll go over this week's requirements and what you would need to do by Sunday at midnight. So I'm in the student view of Canvas, and I hope that you all are adjusting well. I myself am learning a lot, and especially when I see how the Canvas learning system interacts with students on a daily basis. So I'm seeing things as we're going, and I'm making adjustments. So I really appreciate everyone's flexibility as we move forward into the term. So on the home menu, we're going to go to modules, and you'll notice with the modules that you have the Start Here module that you should have completed last week. And then we have Module 2, Diversity and Multicultural Education. What does it mean? So what we're going to do is we're going to click on that, and you'll see that all the items in the module are presented to you. So it might seem a little overwhelming because there's a lot of things, but remember that each module covers 2 weeks' time. So we have our week 3 activities, and then we have our week 4 activities. So I do have them all open because I know that some folks have lots of things going on in their personal lives and that they need to make sure that they have time to schedule themselves out. So the first thing we're going to take a look at is the Module 2 objectives. So in this module, we're looking at identifying ways ethnicity and culture will influence people's attitudes about themselves and others. We're also looking at the contributions from your own cultural ethnic group as well as other cultural ethnic groups to our diverse society. Further, we're going to be identifying key items about diversity and multicultural education when working with young children. We're going to talk about inclusive language vocabulary, which is part of your discussion board prompt, and also analyzing your personal cultural influences. And we're going to be bringing back Uri Bronfenbrenner from ECS 100 and his bioecological theory. So I'm still learning how to navigate. So I believe, yes, that's the fastest way to go back. So the other things you'll see in the module is I always have a list of the activities, which also goes out in an announcement. So you can also review those here. I have your required readings, and it's really important you do the readings before you participate in the activities, such as discussion boards, because I am asking for you to respond at a high level in terms of understanding your content. I have a website for you to look at. Also, we have some PDFs or research papers for you to check out on cultural diversity. Here's Uri Bronfenbrenner. He's one of my faves. If you have me for ECS 100, I call him the bullseye guy. We also have a checklist that looks at classrooms in terms of multicultural education, and that's from your Roots and Wings book. The discussion board, which is your major activity for this week, is on multicultural and anti-bias education with parents in the community. And then I'm asking for you to stop. So for week 3, we're going to work on these items. But just a little key into week 4, we do have some information about a Barbie doll test, which is a very influential research project that was done back in the 1950s. And then we have your group discussion board, followed by an assignment. So I am going to ask that you take a peek at the assignment this week because it will be due in a couple weeks. So let's take a peek at the activities. So for this week, I'm asking for you to complete all of these items by Sunday, February 17th. Please know that there is a trigger, and the trigger date is Thursday, the beginning of the week. So I'm asking for you to log in by Thursday minimally to post to our discussion board, and then you have to log back on to respond to classmates by Sunday, February 12th. And again, all items are due by midnight. So you're going to read our introductory chapter, which is chapter 2 in your our DECE book. That's the small yellow book. And then I also want you to read the position statement on culture and linguistic diversity in the module. So I'd like you to take a look at the National Association for Multicultural Education, aka the NAME website, that's in your module, and look at their Roots and Wings multicultural checklist. So then what you're going to do is take all those things into consideration, and you're going to respond to our discussion board. I have a prompt for you in the module, and remember that you're going to log in by February the 9th to respond to 2 to 3 classmates, and then log back in by Sunday to make sure that you have made those responses. So we have our cultural pizza assignment that's going to be due by February the 26th. So if you have any questions about this week's activities, please don't hesitate to contact me at tropke@laverne.edu. Oops, I mean at hancockcollege.edu. Sorry.